Morning, YouTube. This is Adam, your New Mexico air gunner. And this morning, I want to talk to you about my backyard range a little bit. A little bit of a short shout out to Rossi over at American Air Gunner for his pellet trap design that has carried me as far as it has. I've got more than 1,200 rounds into this pellet trap design that he put up on YouTube, and I followed his design, and I absolutely love it. You can see I've obviously put a few rounds through the clipboard at this point. More than 1,200 rounds into that pellet trap right there, and it is running great. Now, I have used the duct sealant that he used in his, but I've also bound some magazines with duct tape and put them right behind my clipboard because with the 25 cal drilling straight into the center with that G2, it's laser sighted, and I hit dime sized targets at 50 yards all the time. So I started blowing a hole in the same spot and dinging the metal through the duct sealant. So I put some bound magazines in there to add additional stopping power before it gets to the steel and starts to dent the back. Now, I love this pellet trap. It's great. I put all of my NC shoot NC reactive targets on it, and I absolutely can shoot it 75 yards right here in my backyard range. Denny over at FlatBroke Air Gunners has put out a challenge to shoot some FlatBroke targets. So I, yesterday, put some consideration into what I was going to do for my FlatBroke targets and started getting ready. And I was watching my backyard, and you can see where I live. The wildlife here is incredible. And I had both of the mated pair of roadrunners in the yard yesterday. And I'm like, man, I want to shoot some bigger targets, but I really need to make sure that I've got a safe backstop. So what I did yesterday is I took some old flower boxes that were here on the property when I moved in. And that's the first board on the bottom is the flower box. And I added some posts in the center and raised up the edges all the way around so that it's nice and high. And I then went out in the desert and dug wheelbarrows of sand, and I have filled it with sand. So I now have a box berm that I can shoot at. I can line the whole front with targets and shoot them all without worrying about any over penetration and risking any of the incredible New Mexico wildlife, because I always want to know where my pellets are stopping. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick preview of the new New Mexico air gunner bullet trap and give you a good look at the one that Rossi over at American Air Gunner gave me the inspiration to build. It's an absolute great pellet trap. I'm going to continue to shoot it. I'm going to have to replace that clipboard. It's pretty dead at this point. But check him out. Denny at American Air Gunner has a great pellet trap. Rossi has a great pellet trap. I love the designs these guys have come up with. Now I've moved up to something a little bit bigger that I can line some targets on and come out here and give you guys a nice, adventurous, long video. And I look forward to bringing that to you next.